What's up guys, it's Oblivious Gamer here. And well, today I wanted to talk a bit about Blazblue or Blazblue, depending on who you are. And the reason I want to talk about Blazblue is because I stumbled upon a thread that actually talks about a new game that is in development. Now, it's not a fighting game, so I know for you guys, especially me, I love the fighting games from Blazblue. It's not that. So don't get your hopes up. But instead what this game is, it's actually a roguelike action game. There are some screenshots and there's even some footage that you can see. And to be honest, after watching the short teaser or trailer that they have, I have to be honest and I say it's something that looks pretty interesting, and visually it also looks good. Now, before I continue, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. So I was browsing Twitter today and I stumbled upon this tweet made by username Shiburizu or Shibu. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly. Sorry if I butcher it. And in there, he writes a tweet and it's a thread talking about a new game from the Blazblue franchise. Now, it seems it's a Chinese game related to Blazblue, meaning it's being developed by a Chinese company. It's a derivative authorized work, and the name of this game is called Chaos Effect. It seems to appear in Tap Tap. The game also is showing up in Bilibili, and the developer for this game, at least in Bilibili, it seems to be 91 Act, which 91 Act has worked on Dengeki Bunko Crossing Void. It's a fun game, I enjoyed it a bit, and they have also worked on Blazblue Revolution Reburning, which not bad. I feel both games were okay. Of course, with everything that I'm telling you, this is a mobile phone game. That's pretty obvious by this point. So far, nothing saying it's going to be in consoles. However, Bilibili lists a PC version too, but we really don't know. Like I said, there's not a lot of information, and probably what there is out there is in Chinese. Supposedly, there will be a technical test that they are running. It's gonna be July 19th. So you might be able to see some more footage of this game later on. Obviously, not much going around. As someone who doesn't like mobile phone games, in all honesty, if this game does come to PC, I would be really down to playing it. I think the concept looks really fun, an action roguelike game from this franchise. I personally like Blazblue a lot, plus my main from Central Fiction is already in the game, which is Mai Natsume. So I'm like, looking at her in this game, she looks dope, and I was like, I'm more down to try it now. It's fast paced, it seems going to be action heavy, there seems to be a decent variety of characters. At least we see Hibiki, Ragna, Mai, and we see Hakumen. All really cool characters. And I think we also see S, if I'm not mistaken, at one point. Already a decent amount of characters. I'm hoping we get to see more, and I think these type of games will work perfectly for a game with characters like Blazblue. At least personally, I feel it works more than that gacha game that they had. Now, if I'm not mistaken, not counting Blazblue Crosstack or BBTech, the last Blazblue game was Central Fiction, which came out 2015 in arcades and 2016 on consoles. So what, it's been like 6 years since a last mainline Blazblue game, which personally, I am hoping they have something in the works for the franchise, because it's one of my favorite series and I just want a new Blazblue game. Like, please, I'm hoping something soonish. Now, Arc System Works recently tried to do a gacha game with Blazblue, and it was called Blazblue Alternative Dark War. The game was in development for quite some time. I think it was announced like 2018, and it came out officially in February of 2021. However, the game shut down its services on January 2022. So it didn't even lasted a year. Personally, I tried it and I just didn't like it. Despite having characters that I enjoy, it wasn't for me at all. even the gameplay was not interesting for me. Looking at this new project, Chaos Effect, I feel obviously they're taking a different approach here with this game, especially with the style and genre, but they're also handing the development keys to someone with more experience. At least as far as I could find, it is listed that Arc System Works did the development, or at least helped with the development of Alternative Dark War, where with this one it seems they're leaving it to someone else and someone with more experience, because 91 Act has done, you know, the Dengeki Bunko game and also Blazblue Revolution Reburning, and they obviously have more experience with this type of mobile phone games than ArcSys, who you mainly know them for their fighting games. So far, it seems this game was announced for China, as far as I could find. Nothing else if it's going to be coming out in other markets, Japan, Korea, etc. At least I couldn't find them. And in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if they're testing the market for the game with China, seeing how it does before deciding if they will bring it to other countries or just leave it in China and then shut it down. And I wouldn't be even surprised if this game comes out and just stays in China. The market there is huge for mobile phone games, and a lot of companies aim to release their games, especially, you know, their mobile games in that region, because there's just a huge market. So I'm not surprised if the game ends up staying there or never coming to other countries. Also, sometimes China gets some games that other places don't get. Obviously, there's a ton of other reasons, political and blah blah blah, so I'm not gonna get into that. What I'm just saying is, I wouldn't be surprised if this game just stays in China. To give you an example, I found this mobile phone version of Gundam Extreme Versus. It's called Gundam Supreme Battle, and it's literally the same game, only it's obviously downgraded, and they try to make it work for mobile phones. I played it. I did a video a couple of months ago when I stumbled upon it, and I know that game has a Chinese version and a Korean version. I don't know if it has a Japanese version, but as far as I know, this game has not released in the West. So very few countries, and it has stayed very close. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I personally am not shocked if Chaos Effect just ends up being released there. Now, I am very interested in Chaos Effect. I look at the gameplay, I look at the character designs, I look at the art style, how it's being done, and I think it looks fun, and it looks something that I would definitely be down to play if it comes out in PC, which I am hoping it does. Yes, I know I can emulate the game, but I'm hoping they actually consider releasing a version for PC, and I would love to try it, and I would love to put some hours into it, and maybe if there's some cool characters, I might put some money in it. Who knows? But in all honesty, it's not just about me. What are your thoughts, guys? Is Chaos Effect a game that you are interested in, or you don't care, or are you like, just give us a new fighting game? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.